Hi, I'm Jenny. In this video, I'll continue to introduce how to play Xiangqi Checkmate Strategies. Check out the last video if you haven't yet learned what a checkmate is. These are the 12 checkmates we're going to go through today. Today's first checkmate tactic is Cannon Sandwiching Chariot Checkmate. In this tactic, we checkmate the opponent's general by the coordination between Chariot and double cannon. This checkmate is usually carried out when the red side's two cannons and the chariot are over the same side of the board. For example, in this position, after the red chariot carries out two checks, the black general has no possible positions to go, and is checkmated by the double cannon. The key to perform this checkmate is to get these three pieces on the same side. In this case, when we already have a bottom cannon and a chariot at the same side, we can try to shift another cannon to the side to form a cannon sandwiching chariot checkmate. The second tactic to introduce is Iron Bolt. This tactic is to use the central cannon to pin the opponent's defending pieces on the central file, then checkmate the opponent on the bottom rank or rib file while the opponent's defending pieces cannot block or capture you. There are two common formations for the Iron Bolt checkmate: bottom rank check and rib file check. In this example, when red chariot checks the bottom rank, black cannot use the central elephant or advisors to block it because they are pinned, so it is a checkmate. In this example, when red chariot takes the bottom advisor and check, the central advisor cannot take the chariot because it is pinned. The general cannot take the chariot as well because of the flying general rule, so it is a checkmate. The third to introduce is the Heaven and Earth cannon. This name is very figurative since this checkmate is featured by a central cannon as the Heaven and a bottom rank cannon as Earth. The main point is to use the central cannon and the bottom rank cannon to pin the advisors and the elephants, then use another piece, usually a chariot, to checkmate. The central advisor cannot take it because the advisor is pinned. The general cannot take it as well because of the bottom cannon. In this example, first we move out the general to threaten an Iron Bolt checkmate. The black chariot must go back to guard the bottom rank. Then we checkmate by using the chariot to take the central advisor. Protected by the cannons, there is no way for the black general to take the chariot and save himself. The fourth checkmate is the Octagonal Horse. This checkmate features a horse at one of the corners of the palace. The name octagonal comes from the fact that the horse controls 8 crossings on the board. Octagonal Horse checkmate is to use a palace corner horse to limit the movement of the general on another palace corner, then checkmate to use another attacking piece. The fifth to introduce is the Angular Horse. The horse sitting at h3, h7, c3, or c7 performs the angler, while the opponent's general is the prey. The Angular Horse serves the purpose of restricting the movement of the general and assisting another attacking piece, usually the chariot, to take the advisor and checkmate. There are two common formations for the Angular Horse checkmate: bottom rank check and rib file check. Red chariot takes the bottom rank advisor and check. The general cannot take it because the chariot is protected by the Angular Horse, so it is a checkmate. In this example, when red chariot moves to the rib file and check, the general cannot escape to the palace center because the Angular Horse is controlling this position, so it is a checkmate. The next one to introduce is the Discovered Horse. Discovered Horse depicts the situation that a horse is originally blocked by the chariot, and then after the chariot moves away, the horse becomes discovered and checkmate the opponent. This checkmate requires the cooperation between chariot and horse, with one to attack and the other to restrict the general's movement. The next checkmate is Tiger's Silhouette. In this checkmate tactic, the horse is at g3, g7, d3, or d7, acting like a tiger and creating a tiger silhouette that threatens the opponent's general and limits its movement. Then, another attacking piece, usually a chariot, will be used to checkmate. There are 3 common formations for the tiger's silhouette checkmate. Checkmate the bottom rank general, checkmate the cannon rank general, and discovered attack. When red chariot checks on the bottom rank, the general cannot escape to the third rank because the red horse is controlling there, so it is a checkmate. In the second formation, the black general is completely trapped by the red horse. Red chariot can checkmate it by moving to h9 or i6. This third formation is a tricky one. To perform this tiger silhouette here, red needs to apply the previous mentioned discovered attack. The 8th to introduce is the very famous horse cannon checkmate. To perform horse cannon checkmate, we need to first use a horse to completely restrict the general's vertical or horizontal movement, then place the cannon right behind the horse on the same line to checkmate the general. Common horse cannon usually occurs in tactical combinations along with elbow horse checkmate or pale corner horse checkmate. The next to introduce is the 3 chariots attacking advisor. In this checkmate, first we need to place the soldiers and chariots around the opponent's central advisor. Then, we use an attacking piece, usually the soldier, to destroy the defender's defense system by exchanging the 2 advisors and checkmate. Many Xiangqi players believe that the soldier in the opponent's palace is as powerful as a chariot, so this checkmate is called 3 chariots attacking advisor. Sometimes the combination of the 3 chariots can be 2 soldiers in 1 chariot, and other combinations, such as 3 soldiers, are also feasible. As it takes time for the soldiers to reach such a deep position, this checkmate usually occurs in the end phase of the game. The 10th checkmate to introduce is the drawer checkmate. This checkmate requires the cooperation between cannon, chariot, and general. Under the support provided by the cannon and the general, the chariot checks like pushing and pulling a drawer and finally let the opponent's general have nowhere to escape. Sometimes, when the opponent has a castle advisor formation, we need to use another attacking piece, usually a soldier or a chariot, to take the central advisor first and create a position where the drawer checkmate can take place. The 11th checkmate to introduce is Stalemate. Stalemate means the opponent has no legitimate move to make in their turn. Unlike chess, Stalemate is a win in Xiangqi. In addition, when it is your turn, and you notice that you have a chance to win the game by stalemate in your opponent's turn, you can make a waiting move that make your opponent have no legitimate move in their turn, so to win by stalemate. Stalemate by waiting move is a less common way in real games, but the tactic of waiting move is quite useful in both mid-games and end-games. I'll dive deeper into this concept in future mid-game strategy videos. The last checkmate to introduce is the double check. It refers to using 2 pieces to check the opponent at the same time. For the defender, defending attacks from 2 directions is always more difficult than attacking from only 1 direction. This checkmate strategy is most effective when the movement of the general is blocked by its advisors. In today's video, we went over another 12 common checkmate strategies in Xiangqi. Congratulations, you are already on your way to becoming a checkmate expert. As mentioned before, learning and practicing checkmate tactics is the fastest way for Xiangqi beginners to improve. Besides watching this video, you should also familiarize yourself with checkmate tactics by challenging the Checkmate Puzzles on Xiangqi.com. You can click on the exclamation marks on the top right corner to challenge the puzzles we have prepared for you to practice. To explore more checkmate puzzles, you can register an account on Xiangqi.com and try out hundreds of puzzles in its puzzle section. Stay tuned! If you want more Xiangqi videos, please like this video, follow our channel, and comment to let us know what kind of content you want in the future.